my name through the day, and I've got the pleasure of welcoming everybody tonight. After that, I get to sit down and participate along with you guys, which is great. The welcoming question, or the idea of the campfire is that all the best discussions happen around the campfire. So what we wanted to do was help precipitate that discussion. That's why everybody's ideas are equally important and equally welcome. The only thing that we've done to start this discussion tonight is develop our one burning question. How can we together inspire and create a national movement of regenerative agriculture?
For tonight's event, keeping it grassroots at the Inverell Community Gardens. We're about to set up to welcome 50 or so people to our little event here in the middle of Inverell, where we're anticipating some of Australia's leading experts in regenerative ag coming together, and it all begins here at a wee little community gardens, keeping it grassroots and local. Well, we're about to start the inaugural Regenerative Ag Campfire, What We'd Love Do Now big event, and right behind me is probably the world's biggest, blackest cloud we have seen in literally, I would say, maybe a year. They said we're in a drought! How you going? How's the campfire going?
Hey, we've just broken the drought.
I know. That event today has successfully caught about the rain, hey?
This is the power of regenerative agriculture.
We just had to all meet up in one spot and bang!
There we go. Should have done it about a year ago.
Hi, tell me what we're doing here tonight.
We're addressing a very big, important question: regenerative agriculture and how we're going to create a national movement together, doing it together.
Fantastic.
And not just involving all of those people who are already on that pointy end of that idea, but how do we bring everybody along with that as well?
The whole of Australia, and then the world, and then the universe. We shan't stop until it's all fixed, right?
Exactly.
So this is us having just got rained on, crammed into the wonderful community shed at the Inverell Community Gardens. We're going to have one of those wonderful nights.
I heard that this is about restarting regenerative agriculture big time in rural Australia.
Today was fun, wasn't it?
It was the best day and so informative.
Yeah.
Just to establish new methods of farming that we always probably knew, but now we actually have a greater understanding, and we can always look at other means to farm and to improve our landscape and the quality of our lives by what we put into the ground and also what we get out of it as well. And that's from animals to vegetables, fruits.
It was an eclectic, amazing event. The energy was super high today.
Certainly, and everyone came in there and left with such a positive, and so what can I do now to make a change to my farm?
Yeah, I know, fantastic. Australia's on the mend. Can you feel it? I can feel it.
Well, we've just had a big, huge rain event, and I just can feel the love in the room. That's all I need to say.
You can feel the love in the room. Because it's like, what would love do now?
I know what would love do now.
Yeah, well, tell me, what would love do now?
Well, basically, we're all huddled in together, so we have to talk to each other and share our amazing space together. So it's beautiful. It's
beautiful. And tell me what the order of events is now.
So basically, the burning question is how can we together inspire and create a national movement for regenerative agriculture. So this is what our journey is today, tonight.
Tonight, awesome.
Yeah, so you'll stay tuned.
We're going to reframe what regenerative agriculture is doing on a grand scale. So we're going to aim for the nation. bring people together.
You know why probably the biggest reason that I see it's important is that communities have got to take back a little bit of their own identity, a bit of self-reliance, and
Soil to plate is what we should be thinking about, not paddock, but the soil. You know, everything starts in the soil, doesn't it? Yeah. Healthy soil.
Talking about how the movement is growing and how encouraging it was today to see that there were so many people in the room, and some of the stories that were shared there and what we're talking about was, 10 years ago when I was probably more involved with land care and stuff, you would never have had that many people in the room. And there was a story today of the people who come around the corner in the supermarket with the trolley, see the person who's doing regenerative farming turn and go the other way, and then we started making some jokes about that, which you probably won't share.
I know, how inspiring was today. The energy was so high. It was such a high vibing space. I mean, testimony to the change, the wave of change that's upon us, right?
Hopefully. It's
Definitely.
definitely got momentum.
Talking about how change is driven by the paddock between the ears.
Yes.
So you've got to fertilise that paddock with knowledge. From this. and that's what drives change. Agriculture's got the word culture in it for a reason, and the reason is it drives the process of developing people's inner strength to transition to let's say a more, I won't say regenerative and resilient pathway.
Yeah.
And that's what the beauty of today is. It's a way of reinforcing it and creating like ripples in the pond. So hopefully, that'll transfer energy to neighbours and to other people. Transition. And that's my hope anyway.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, 100%. I could really feel it today. I mean, I could feel it more than ever before. But today was something, even just vibrationally, today was something very, very cool. A mark in Australia's history, I feel. Yeah.
And it rained.
I know, we're actually in a drought. Whoa! It's like a school camping experience. And it's raining on
We make a nice perfect circle, so if you feel like you're sitting in, you might move out. If you feel like you're sitting out, you might move in.
I think everyone should move in.
Nothing less. That's the norm, love, should be. You don't get spot rotten, it's not worth it. That's a poor little word next. That's worse.
That's perfect.
There, you don't get spot rotten. Is this one free for somebody? Yeah, that's
it.